Hey, it's John Foss. I'm talking with Laurence Fishburne. We're talking about his new show, Histories Greatest Mysteries, on the
Yeah.
History Channel, Saturdays at 8. Lawrence, tell us about the show.
History's Greatest Mysteries uh, is obviously a History Channel show where we explore these events from history, like the sinking of the Titanic, or the mysterious disappearance of D.B. Cooper, um, the Roswell incident, the UFO incident in Roswell, New Mexico, and Shackleton's lost ship, the Endurance, which was trying to navigate Antarctica um, in the last century. So it explores these incidents that we know about from history, digs a little deeper into sort of the before and after of these things, and answers some questions that we all have, like did John Wilkes Booth, for example, uh, fake his own death, or did he die in a barn in Virginia after assassinating President Lincoln? It's really kind of it's really kind of fun.
Are you a history buff? How did you get in this show?
Yeah,
And what's the most interesting fact that you learned throughout this process?
I am a bit of a history buff, and like most people, I like a good mystery. Um, and I found it fascinating the idea that John Wilkes Booth may have faked his death. Like for an actor, that's just psychologically kind of interesting. Like, how do you do that? And particularly during that time, like that was a weird kind of question for me. And then also that there was a journal that was found at the Roswell incident um, that had, some very, very interesting clues in it about what really happened there.
And this is a new endeavor for you, which is kind of the common theme throughout your career, which is a very diverse portfolio. You've done lots of different types of projects: Boys in the Hood, Mystic River, Blackish, just a lot of different types of shows, but also different characters. What is your favorite role that you've ever done in your career?
Well, I try not to look back. I always try to look forward. So my answer to that question generally is the next one.
And we mentioned The Matrix, and Matrix 4 is, of course, coming out in the future. And I was very bummed to hear that you are not a part
Yes.
of that film. What are your thoughts about that? How do you feel about not being a part of Matrix
No,
4?
I am very excited to see what it will be, and I hope that because I'm a fan of those movies. I'm not just in them. I was a fan of those movies too, so I'm excited. I can't wait to see what it is that they've come up with, and I hope it does really well.
Do you have any inside information on where the plot goes, what the film is about?
I have no idea about anything. I have no information about anything. So
And we talked about the diversity of your career and your portfolio, and how your favorite role is your next
yeah,
role. Is there one type of role that you have thought, throughout your career that you definitely want to
you
do
know,
before you're done, kind of a bucket list type of opportunity or role?
you know what? That's a really great question, but I can only tell you that whatever it is that is out there for me to do. I just hope to be prepared enough to do it.
I see that you have some other projects coming out as well. Can you tell us what we will see from you next?
Well, there's an episode of Blackish that's about to air that has a great wedding ceremony in it and a great guest starring role for Danny Glover. And I've got a show, an animated show called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur that my company Cinema Gypsy is producing that will probably be, being seen sometime next year.
So is Hollywood back up and running now? What's the current status on being able to shoot?
I can. We are, like every industry in the world, we are trying to adapt. We are adapting as best we can and trying to do so in as safe a manner as we can. This is a very, very challenging time for everybody across the world. And so, like, everybody else, we're just learning as we go.
All right. Well, Laurence, I wish you the best. Thank you so much for the time. It was an honor to talk to you. Twin Cities, make sure you check out History's Greatest Mysteries. It airs Saturdays at 8 on the History Channel here in the Twin
Thanks
Cities.
a lot.
Laurence, thanks so
Take
much.
care.